And rolling up and down the fingers. And palm. And the pads of the pinky. And the thumb. Down to the wrist. Up to the knuckles. And back to the fingers, index and thumb. Middle. Ring. And pinky. Other hand, index. Middle. Ring. And pinky. And let's go around the back. Switch. 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 And hinge at the waist, go through the legs. Switch. Switch. And switch. Fall on the floor. Assess the feet. Boom, step on the ball, press down right in the middle of the foot 3 times. Up to the knuckles, press down once on each. Roll across the knuckles. Roll across the top of the heel. Bring the ball to the middle of the foot and wiggle the toes. Press the toes into the ball. Raise and separate. Press again. Wiggle again. And scribble. Three, 2, 1, release, reassess, and repeat 3 times in the middle. Knuckles. Roll across. Roll across the top of the heel. Middle of the foot and wiggle. Rest the toes. Raise and separate. Press again. Wiggle again. And scribble. Three, 2, 1. Get the ball out of the way. Reassess the feet. And let's do some wood chops through the middle to begin. And then from one side to the other. Diagonally across the body. And then the other way. And then shake the tree. Three, two, one, center. Twist it the way, swing the arms. And the center with some ocean wave breathing. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine, step out together, starlight. And center. Gather from the other direction. And center. Let's take steps forward. And then knee towards the opposite elbow. And then slap the opposite heel. And then slap it behind you. And then this cross step with a twist and a punch. And then walk. Or march. Or jog. So we're gonna do the seated exercises today. Includes 10 sit to stands. Still might want to do squats. No problem. I'm gonna run whatever you do, including what you're doing, be safe. And I'm gonna do some Tibetans after class. Gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Geez. 10. $20. And 30, take 2 breaths. Raise the fingers, bring them up overhead. Come up on your toes if you can. And back down, bend back if you can. Back to center. Drop one hand. No. Bring hands down. Press out at the center. Come on down. Behind the back. And lift up. What am I doing? I don't know. Lifting up and squeezing if you can. And come on back down. And then let's go up and drop one hand and lean to one side. And then the other way, if you can. And then come on back down and shrug. Then swim. And do a backstroke. And a breaststroke. And then bring one arm across the body and press in. And then the other. First arm behind, press down and in. And then the other. Grab both elbows, rock side to side. And then we'll put your fists on your temples and bring your elbows forward and back. And come on down to an L and squeeze the shoulder blades together and hold. Release, squeeze. Release and squeeze. And release. Rotate the neck. Go the other way. And go knot. And go ear to shoulder. And then tucking your chin, look one way, drop the chin to the collarbone. And look up. Back to center, still tucked, look the other way, drop the chin. And look up. Back to center. Tuck in the chin and pec like a pigeon. And then grab a stick. Bring it inside the archer, 1 foot, other foot out to the side, slide down the stick with the knee bent. And go the other way. Come on up, bring 1 foot forward. Put the stick behind, slide down the back of the leg on the stick, raise the sole of the foot and wiggle it. And then bring the stick to the front and press the sole of the foot against the stick. And we'll do the same too on the other leg. Hamstring. And calf. And come back to center. We're going to put the stick on the shoulders to do Dr. Lee's dynamic stick routine, twisting at the waist. And then bring some steps in if you'd like. Bring the stick up overhead, go side to side. Then down below the waist, side to side. And back and forth on one side. And then the other. Bring it out front and paddle the kayak. And reverse. Bring the stick up to the shoulders. Block the wrists. And then down below the waist. Back to the shoulders. And then like over back over the head and below the waist. Top of the shoulders, reverse the grip, stop the wrists again. Come on down. And above. Top of the shoulders, bring the stick behind. Once again, and step up. Only going as high as feels good for you. Let me just all right. I had to got an error message there. And then same thing with some hip rotations, only go as high as feels safe for you. All right, and bring the stick out front. Hold on with two hands, one hand or a finger or two. Come on up on your toes and hold for about 20. And then back on your heels for about 20. And come on down and let's grab a chair. Going to start with some sit to stands. I'm going to move my hands around, but you don't have to. You can keep them where you feel safest if you'd like. And we're going to do 10. 1. And come on back down. Hands up by the ears. You're in the middle of the seat. Come on forward about 45 degrees and back. You're going to cross your hands over your chest. Tap the back of the chair and come back. Core is engaged. And then bring one leg over on top of the other and rotate at the ankle back and forth in one direction. And then switch directions. And then point the toes towards and away from the shin. And then press on the knee and hinge at the waist. Pressing the knee down towards the floor, stretching those hips. Come on back up, switch the position of the legs. Rotate the ankle on the other foot. Go the other way. Point towards and away from the shin. Rest the knee, hinge at the waist. Come on back down. Kick up. Take some steps, bringing your knee towards the chest. And then extend your legs and kick like you're in the water. Five, four, three, two, one. Put your feet down. Press your hands together in prayer position and push against each palm. And then put your palms on top of one on top of the other, grab by the fingers and pull apart. Reverse. Up biceps. And extend your legs, come across the body. You don't have to touch the toes. Do some windmills. And then sit sideways in the chair, grab the back of the chair with both hands. And look over your rear shoulder. Hold. Release. Do it again. And release. And then go the other way. Grab the chair again. Look over the other shoulder. And release. And one more time. And release. All right. We can do the breathing sitting down. It's 4-7-8 breathing. 4 into the belly, up through the chest. Hold for 7. Out either through the mouth or nose for 8. I'm doing 5 rounds. Keep the ratio, but do it at your own pace. And here we go. And then get up, get the chair out of the way, rub those hands together, cultivate chi. For my chi ball. And center, two breaths. Let's open our hearts. Pause on that inhale, exhale, send it out. And center with two breaths. Bring down chi from above. Gather from below. And yes. Upstairs.
Thank you, Tom.
Hey, Mira, have a wonderful weekend
You too.
and see you Monday.
Yeah.
Nina,
Have a good weekend.
enjoy, you too.
See you Monday.
All right. And Ava, if you're there, same to you. I'm going to do some 5 Tibetans, starting with some twisting at the waist and swinging the arms, or doing some spins. Do them at your own speed. I'm going to go fast. And when you're done, take 2 breaths. And take your time. I will just pause here. Let you finish. Whoever you might be out there on the video. And then we're going to go to the floor. In the regular Tibetan, legs are extended, hands are by the hips, head, neck, and shoulders come up, and the legs come up. And back down. But to modify, you can put the soles of the feet on the floor, lift the soles of the feet as you come up with the head, neck, and shoulders, and back down. You can also put the hands behind the back if you need to support your lower back, behind the head if you need to support your neck. I'm going to do the regular, but do what's right for you. And we're going to do up to 11. Can't do 11, do as many as you can. Keep in the form. And rest. When you're done, or the next one, I think that's 5. And 11. Take 2 breaths. And we're gonna get up on our knees. Hands are on the hamstring and to the glutes. If you can't bend back, you can just rock back on your knees. But if you can bend back, do so and come forward. 1, 2, 11. And when you're done, take 2 breaths. Sit down. And you normally by your hips, but if you need them behind you, go ahead. Again, you can have the soles of the feet on the floor in the modified version. But if you can, extend the legs either way. We're coming up into an inverted table and back down. 1. And again, 2 breaths. And turn around. In the modified version, we're on all 4s. Tabletop to cobra. Actually modified, regular, down low to up to 11. Come around. Cross your legs. However feels comfortable this morning. Take 2 breaths. We are going to rotate 6 times in one direction, 5 in the other. You can do it sitting up. You can do it bending down. Let's start. On the last round, we're gonna stretch out in the middle, do around the box breathing. 4 in for a hold, 4 out for a hold. And we'll do it over the left knee and then over the right. I'm switching directions here, going 5 the other way. 1. And this is the 5th. I'm stretching out. Box breath. Moving to the left, box breath. And then to the right. Come on up, switch the position of the legs. What was in front goes behind, what was on top goes below. We're going to reverse the position that we rotate, or the direction, not the position. 6 times, one way, 5 the other, and then 3 more rounds of box breathing. Other way. And stretch out. Box breath. Go to the right knee. And then box breath over the leg. Flip it up. Sit down. And have a great weekend. See you later, Amy, I hope. Ciao.